Hey guys, how you doing tonight? So I see you have your policy out and laid out for me. That makes my life a whole lot easier. Thank you guys for that. Um, so you guys been with us for a couple of years now. When's the last time someone been like myself's been out to make sure you guys have been taken care of? Okay, so it's been a while. Okay, well tonight my job's pretty fun because I'm the person whose job it is to be the expert on how your policy works. So first and foremost, we'll make sure that terminal illness rider that we talked about over the phone is completed and signed. It's a good thing and it's no cost to you. Next, I'll dust off this folder and we'll dive into your benefits to make sure you understand your benefits exactly like the day you enrolled. Now, if you're like me, you don't remember what you had for lunch the other day, let alone what happened a year ago with your benefits. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next couple minutes doing some housekeeping on your policy. Okay. Now, another great thing about my job is that I can usually show you how your policy works, and sometimes even find some money that the company owes you. It's pretty common. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes servicing your policy to make sure everything falls in place where it needs to. Now, if a need arises, like a family member needs to be added, something needs to be made more permanent, or a beneficiary needs to be updated, I'm going to take care of that all right here today. You should find this appointment to be very helpful. And like I said, my job is to be the expert who shows you how this stuff works. Okay? Awesome. Let's get started. So first is explaining the terminal illness rider. The terminal illness, like I said on the phone, is if you are diagnosed with any terminal illness, they will give you half of your funeral benefit to take care of a couple of things on your bucket list. It's great. They still have that half, or the other half of it to cover for your funeral, but they'll give you the other half so you can take care of some things on your bucket list and be with your family. So we want to make sure that that's filled out and signed. Um, The next benefit they have for you is the $2,000 accidental death and dismemberment benefit. Now, this guarantees you coverage for $2,000 if you are killed in any accident on or off the job. So if you're cleaning your house and cleaning your gutters and you fall off the roof, there's a house fire or an explosion, anything like that, you're covered for $2,000. There's also a dismemberment benefit. So if you lose both of your vision in your eyes, both of your hands, or both of your feet, you're guaranteed $2,000. And if it were to be half, so one eye, one hand, or one foot, the amount will be half to $1,000. And no one's getting rich off of this, but I've never seen anyone turn this kind of money down in a time of need. Plus, it's just a way of the union saying thank you for being a member of good standing. And like I said earlier, it's non-contributory, so you can never pay into it or pay for it as long as you're a member of your union or retired from it. All I need you to do is fill out the left-hand side here and sign a date on the bottom, okay? Now, the next benefit they have for you is the health service discount card. This is going to give you discounts on things like your vision, hearing, dental, and prescriptions up to 60%. I can't do it justice by explaining it to you guys. There's a website you guys can go to, and there's a number you can call that will give you more information about all of this, and you guys can kind of make your own decision on your own whether or not this will be of use to you. Sound fair? Now, the next benefit they have for you is the Child Safe ID kits. So this is very crucial because it's dealing with our children and our loved ones. And we've all had that feeling where we're in the store and you turn around and your child's not there. You have that feeling of panic coming in your system, but then they come running back to you and everything's okay. Most families that I sit with, they share the common fear of if my child was to be abducted, will I have the correct information to get into the hands of the right people to make sure my child is safe? Well, this is going to take care of all of that. How it works is you fill out the child's name on the front and the day, month, and year was completed. On the first inside flap, there's a spot for the family information. This is where you're going to put all the child's most pertinent information. Anything that's going to change, like their age, their height, and their weight, you put in pen. Anything that's going to stay, anything that's going to change, I'm sorry, you put in pencil. Anything that's going to stay the same, like their eye color, hair color, or their birth date, you're going to put in pen. And your mom and dad's information goes at the bottom. There's a spot for physical descriptions. This is where you're going to want to mark any distinguishing marks on the child to help us find them a little faster. So let's say your daughter has a birthmark on her right arm. You write a line through the right arm and write birthmark, just so we know how to find them a little faster. There's a spot for the hair sample. So you want to pull a strand of your child's hair, tape it right here. There's also a spot for the fingerprints. So you want to go from left to right so it doesn't smear. And I say do it before bath time so it's not as messy. You can kind of clean it all off. But you want to go from left to right and take all your children's fingerprints. And finally, there's a spot for their photo. Now you're going to want to change this photo every 6 months or whenever the clocks change. There's also a spot for the child's age in the photo and the day, month, and year the photo was taken. And on the back, they have a spot for, they give some information for the parents. So they give information like, you never want to put your child's name on a backpack or their sweater because someone might approach your child and say, hey, something happened to your mother, for example, come with me. And not knowing better, your child may go. They also they also talk about safe words for the kids. So let's say the safe word was pen. If something happened to you and you needed to send someone to pick up your daughter to bring them to you, and the safe word was pen, the person would approach your child and say, hi, I need you to come with me right now. Something happened to your mom. The safe word is pen. And the child will then know that everything is fine. This is a safe person to go with, and I'm safe with them. On the flip side, a safe word could be pencil. So if there was a problem, say your daughter had a sleepover and things take a left turn, or the parents got into an argument, or the daughter didn't feel comfortable, she could call you and say, "Hey, mom, can you bring me my pencil?" And that's how you'll know something is wrong and you need to get over there to take care of your child. Now, they did a really great job with this, and we sat down with the International Union of Police Association and told them that we get these out to as many families as we could. But with our limited time and resources, we can't realistically get this out to everybody. So what they allow us to do, they allow you to sponsor six families with children to receive the Child Safe ID kits. And so who are the six families that you'd like to sponsor to receive the Child Safe ID kits? Now, this next thing they have for you is called the Family Information Guide. Now, this is a roadmap to all your most important benefits. So like I said, something you fill out on your own time, but I'll show you exactly how it works. So up in the first column is for your information. Are you guys veterans? No? Okay. This next spot right here is for your significant other's information. Make sure all the information is not written down there. Now, persons to be notified. These are two people that are over the age of 18, that are local, that you trust, that you want to be notified if something were to happen to both of you. Now, obviously, if something happened to one, the other would be there to take care of you. But this is in the event that something happens to the two of you. So they know who to notify in that event. Okay? The next is the estate information. This is where you're going to want to list all of your insurance through whoever you have. So, for example, a $2,000 no cost benefit I just gave you, you're going to want to list that first on the company Nilico, the face amount, or not the face, the company, the policy number, and then the face amount, which is $2,000. Otherwise, we're the only three people in this room that know you have this benefit. This is also going to be where you list all your other life insurance policies. Do you have any life insurance anywhere else? No? Okay. Down at the bottom is your hospital medical coverage. This is usually given through your private work, and you'll see there's no amount on the right hand side here because when you leave your job, the amount goes away. But you knew that already. Next is your financial information. So this is where you're going to list all of your financials over all your local banks. Do you have a bank with a federal credit union or a bank? Bank. Okay, just make sure all that's listed down so that people know where. So that's all listed out there for whoever needs it. And lastly is this very important spot called your funeral service request. Now I know this isn't something you guys like to talk about all the time, but have you guys decided whether or not you wanted a traditional funeral cremation? Okay, well, whenever you do decide that, you're going to want to make sure that all that is listed down. And I messed up.